Hello everybody, my name is Rasmus Ljunggren and I'm the developer behind Dwelvers. I'm here today to show off some of the new features that has been implemented the last weeks. And I also want to have a quick chat with you all about what's been going on since the Kickstarter campaign. Well, as I wasn't that surprised that the Kickstarter campaign failed. I noticed it the first weeks that it was not going according to plan, unfortunately. Well, first of all I want to thank you all that supported me during the campaign. Unfortunately, we didn't reach the goal. We reached about 10%, which is far from enough. I also want to thank the team on War for the Overworld, because the last week they made a news post about Dwelvers and the Kickstarter campaign there. I was hoping that it would gain some more attention than it did, but unfortunately it didn't. It did gain some, but not enough. When I looked at the stats for the Kickstarter campaign, it wasn't that people didn't like what they see, it was just that we didn't get enough people to the site. So I think that was the biggest problem. It was getting the attention that we needed. But well, it's it's sad that it happened, but life goes on, and I will keep on developing Dwelvers just as I used to. So that's no problem. The last 2 weeks have been a little bit slow, actually, because I put a lot of work on hold during the Kickstarter campaign, which got back to me once the Kickstarter campaign ended. That's why you haven't heard from me that much so far. So okay, so if we take a look at the features that we implemented in the last weeks, it isn't that much, but it's still enough to make you interested, I hope. So the first thing you may notice is that I removed the grass texture from the top here. I just make this cracks instead, like if it were wet soil or something like that. I think the grass made the terrain too distracting, I would say. Now it's more smooth, so I think this looks a lot better actually. So I've continued working on the radial menu and to make that more efficient. So here's what I have. Here is the result. So if you right click on a tile, you see that you get some options. Here we have so that you can drop water or drop lava or build a road. If we choose to build a road, we can do it like this and then just drag the road all over the place like this and to its destination, and the road, and they will start on working on it. So now instead of building one road at a time and such, you just right click on the road and then just drag it all over the place. I think that's a lot easier to build it in that way. Well, the UI, the mouse radial menu, is still a little bit crude, I must admit that. I mean, like, you can build road on roads and so on, yeah, it's a work in progress, and and I would say about I think it needs about 40 hours or something like that of work before I can release it. So hopefully it will be done within the next 2 or 3 weeks. I will have to say that because right now I'm working half time on my other jobs, so and half to almost full time on my other jobs currently. So I will take the hours I have out of my spare time to develop the game, but that's just temporarily. We will see how it goes in the future. So if you right click the road that we built, we get some more options here. Now we get the sell options. That's because it's now possible to sell something on a tile. So we can just left click on this tile and this single dollar sign to sell one tile road. If we click on the multiple dollar sign, we can drag it out like this and sell a lot of roads. So the purpose that you may notice here is that you don't get like a default action by choosing something. It's more like an instant action, right click to choose something out of the menu. You choose the action get implemented automatically. So, like this. So, okay, so one thing that we have getting a couple of complaints about was that, I don't know if I talked about this in my previous video, but I will take it again. So, if a creature is running around and you try to select him, I mean, these are not too hard to catch because they are pretty slow, but let's say this orc here. The orc will automatically slow down if the cursor is getting closer to him. And if the cursor is selecting him, like the imp there, they will stand still. So, right-clicking on a creature will show this creature menu. So that you right-click on the creature and then click on the head here and you get the character sheet for that creature. If you left-click a creature, you get the option to move him around like this, and as you can see on the cursor, there are this guy that shows that right now you have a creature selected. If you shift-click, you can click on several creatures like this, and then you can move them all around like this. And as you notice, they are much more clearer selected now. Also, if you don't want to, let's say I want to dig here, but there's a lot of creatures here, then you just hold down Control instead. That goes the same, like if you select a lot of creatures, you can hold down Control and yeah, you should be able to hold down Control and deselect creatures, but I don't know, it doesn't seem to be working right now. That is something I will need to I will have to fix. It's as simple as that. Okay, and as I showed in the earlier version, if we right-click a creature, we also have this possession action like this. Well, there are some clipping going on here, so that's something that needs to be fixed as well. Yes, and if we choose the water block, we can do like this. We want water there and lava there, so pretty simple to apply. Digging out blocks is just as before. I haven't dealt with the red part here yet, but it will be dealt with. Also, if you right-click a place where there is minerals or roots, you will get the option to build a mine on that location. Just like that. So, as you notice, you don't have to use any of these menus down here, and that's the whole purpose. I don't know if perhaps I will probably not be able to remove them all, but I would say that I could probably decrease them. There are probably a lot of menus here that I won't be needing, like the mine and stuff like that. Right-clicking on the empty block here would probably give me more options, more building options, but I haven't implemented that yet. The system is in place, so I don't think it's that much work to get in or get fixed. Get it fixed. Same thing, if you right-click on room, you will get the room option to enter the room menu. And if you right-click on an empty tile in the room, you can just left-click here to put down a room flag. So that's the most basic part. I want to show you all from a save game here. This is something that has been implemented for a while, but yeah, okay, so if you, okay, I don't know, it shouldn't be, the cursor shouldn't have this red not available sign on it, because you can. If you check it down here, you'll see this icon, the pickaxe. If you hold the cursor over lava, you will see that you get the stone bridge building options. And if you hold it over water, you will get the water building options. Also, if you... Okay, let's see if we can sell off some of these. So, okay, so here you also get... Let's see here. This is a little bit bug here, I think. So, okay, there we go. There you go. So you can fetch the water, fetch lava like that as well. It doesn't feel it. I think there is a little bit issue with that it don't feel the fluid bounding box, so to speak. But yeah, as I said before, it's a little bit crude, but I think it's. I think I should show it off anyway, because I mean, like, I can't just show off the perfect things, because then I would perhaps not have a video to make. So another thing is the rotating. You can just, if you right-click on something that can be rotated, you can select this rotating icon and just drop it like that. I got the suggestion that instead of having the arrows, we should have some kind of circle there that shows that that's the loading point where the creature have to stand to operate the construction. So, and yeah, and here in the bedroom, and as you also can see, is that you can select individual buildings in the room, like beds and such. If you left-click a bed and sell it, or you can right-click next to the bed and it shows the selling option, then you sell the room instead. So, I think I've showed the most of the new features for right now. Okay, so this one is a little bit off, but it will be fixed in the future. Okay, I think that's all for now, and I will get back to you all as soon as I get some new features to show off. And I hope you all enjoy the game, and if you'd like to support the development, you can always buy the game on the website. Remember that on Steam the game is now costs $20, but on the website it costs $15. That is because I have it like that because there is a lot less cuts of the money being transferred if you buy it from the website, because otherwise the Steam takes its cuts and so on. So yeah, I gain about the same amount, but it will be cheaper for you if you would like to buy it from the website. You will get a Steam key from there, of course, as well. Okay, that's all for me for now, and thank you all for watching. Bye.